Hello and welcome back, my busy bees. I'm so happy you're here. Oh my gosh. For all my new busy bees out there that are trying to get to know me, my name is Felicia Marie B. I am on a weight loss journey, a better health journey in general, to better not only my physical health, my mental health, emotional health, spiritual health. I am on Zepbound, 7.5 milligrams to be specific. I am just that little sweet honeybee, spreading love, giving love, having that here, having that not only here in this channel, but in the world. That's just my main mission. Sorry. And also, at the end of every video I do, I have what's called a love letter series. I pull 2 people out of my love letter box and I just show them love. I give them their flowers. Like any little bumblebee out there, share flowers and grow. If any of this sounds interesting, then stay tuned. In this video, I wanted to talk about facing fear and finding love. Yes, you know, everybody knows it's October now and it's spooky season, if you can't tell by all my decoration. Well, I decorate for every holiday, but this holiday kind of holds something special in me. And with spooky season, it's notorious for all the ghosts and the ghouls and the goblins and the monsters hiding under the bed and haunted houses and witches on a broomstick, and it's notorious for the scary time, invoking that fear within us. But what I wanted to talk about, the real fear that lives in a lot of us. I'll talk about some of the fears that I've experienced throughout this journey, some of the fears that you've probably felt or related to in any way. I know that one of my biggest fears, really failing on this weight loss journey, really not knowing that, can I do this? Is this medicine even gonna work? Is it what everybody says it is? Can it do something for me? Or is this just something else out there something else I've just tried and unfortunately just didn't work? And I think a lot of us have that too, that fear of failing, that fear of, I just don't know, the uncertainty is what I want to say. And other fears of once you do get a hold of this real life-changing medicine is, trust me, when I tell you the haunted houses don't scare me or the skeletons in the closet, what really scares me in this journey is losing coverage. Waking up one day and getting a letter in the mail and saying that, hey, we're not gonna do this for you anymore. That strikes a fear in me deeper than any horror movie could ever show me. And then there's another constant fear, and that's the fear of, what if I do lose it? Well, what if I can't have my Zepbound no more? What if I can't have that, the only thing that's giving me a fighting chance against obesity? And it is that fear of regaining all of it back. Going back to 345. Starting back to where I know I could not live at anymore. And there's other fears that brew up inside of us. I know in the beginning of my journey, it was the fear of, am I even doing any of this right? Am I even exercising like I'm supposed to? Am I overtraining, undertraining? Am I supposed to be eating like this? Am I supposed to be on this diet? What am I really doing? I'm scared. I don't know. Am I taking the right supplements? Am I intaking the right things? Am I getting the right amount? Is what my dietitian telling me just a number off of whatever she'd calculated on a board? Is this even it? And there's other small fears too. The fear of titrating up or titrating down. Will I have more of these symptoms if I go up? I'm already suffering so much of certain things that I'm going through. Is it going to be worse? Am I going to find something new? Things that I hear of, I'm like, ooh, I don't want to deal with that. Is that going to happen to me? Or the titrating down part? Is that food noise going to come back? And I know the biggest monster that is locked up inside of me, that is chemically restrained in here, is the monster of food noise. That is my biggest fear, my biggest monster. Because I know that monster lives there. And I know that monster is just waiting for the opportunity for its restraints to break apart. Trust me, that is there. I will tell you, the biggest fear that really lives within me today, I've overcome a lot of those other fears. But the biggest fear that I live with today is, can I trust myself? Can I trust myself when this is all said and done and I've reached my goal, I've reached that destination, my health is better than ever before. My physical health, I can move, I could do things, I can physically just be present without my physical weight holding me down. And all of the emotional baggage that I have been carrying within myself that has finally been lifted off. Can I trust myself to know that I could stay true to myself through all the things that I've learned, all of the tools that I have learned, all of the hard work and dedication I have put into myself, into this journey? Can I trust myself to stay on track? Can I trust myself to do this with or without the meds? I know today, and I know forever, I'm one of those people that are going to be on this medicine for the rest of my life. And that part isn't because I don't trust myself. It is because I do have the disease of obesity. That monster lives inside of me. And that monster is never going to leave. I know that. I see it now. 10 months in, I know this is what I have. And I have accepted it. And that's okay. But when it's all said and done, can I trust myself? And with all these fears running through us, and I only talk about this because October, spooky season, everything's spooky and scary. With all these fears running through us, what if I told you that the one thing, the one and only thing, in my opinion of course, that can truly conquer fear is love? And I know to some that may sound silly. How is love going to get me through the fear of regaining all of this weight back, or the fear of trading up, or the fear of losing coverage, or the fear of I maybe not be able to do this? Can I even do this? But let me tell you, fear thrives and survives when we feel danger, when we feel uncertain. It thrives in your self-doubt. It thrives in your mistrust. It thrives in all of that. But the one thing that fear cannot thrive, live, and survive in is love. It can't. When I was going through all of these constant fears, I turned to the one and only that I know to turn to, and that is God. And I read a scripture many moons ago. And I'm sorry if I don't know the exact scripture off the top of my head, but it went something like, there is no fear in love. True love drives out fear. And I'll put the scripture up here, but I read that and I realized, okay, all this fear that I'm feeling, and in any aspect, and in any journey that you're on, there's always that uncertainty, there's always that fear. But if we fill ourselves with love, fill it all up, all of us with love, fear will never, ever be able to thrive inside of us. The more love we give ourselves, the more fear just cannot live there, can't exist. And of course, we work on a lot of things in this journey. But I always want to tell you the most important thing to work on is that love. The one thing I know, love gives you courage. It gives you something to be brave for. A lot of us would go to bat for the ones we love. We will say like, you know what? I don't like what you just did or said to somebody I love. I'm putting my foot down today. You can't do that. That's my boundary. And it gives you that courage. You could be the most timid person in the world. But love will always give you that courage, that bravery to stand up for others. The more you love, you stand in that bravery. But if we could find that in ourselves, whenever we feel any of this fear arise, to know, no, I love myself too much to have that fear be there, to have that fear try to overcome me, overtake me. Go to bat for yourself. You deserve it, honestly. And with all this said, I realized midway through my journey, I'm not gonna live with this fear. I'm not. And now my journey is not gonna be driven or carried out by fear. But my journey now is carried out through love. And that's a love for my future, a love for my body, for my health, for everything that I once took away from myself, from the fears that I held within myself. Learning to love myself throughout this journey has been the most rewarding thing I have ever experienced. I always tell people this. I have lost much more than weight. The emotional loss, the mental loss, the spiritual loss that I have had is much, much more than what any scale can ever weigh. All of those fears, if I can gather it all up, trust me, no scale could ever measure it, could ever weigh it. Shifting my mindset from shame and self-doubt into self-compassion, self-love. That's what I'm focusing on. That's my main goal. And not only that, but celebrating those small wins. And every time I tighten this watch, I tighten the strings on my pants. That's me. I did that. Fear didn't do that. Me loving myself did that. Waking up every day for myself and doing this for myself, I did that. The biggest thing, honestly, is this community. This community will fill you with love. We uplift each other because we know we've all felt those fears. We know we all have been either in the similar shoes or we can relate in some way. Instead of tear each other down or put more fear into us, we uplift each other. And that is true love. Whether it's somebody you can see on the screen or whether you see somebody pouring their heart out in the comments, in the lives, you see it and you say, yes, yes, so and so. I know, I relate, because that is my truth too. That is what's beautiful about this community. Anytime you ever feel down and out or just sad or scared, we are here and we all mean that. We all do. So in this October, this season of spooky scariness, the goblins and the ghouls and everything else, do not live in that fear. Do not be afraid of the monsters under your bed, of the creepy crawlies, of what the scary movies are putting out now. Look at those monsters under your bed. Look at them, face them, look them dead in their eyes, and overcome them. Not with doubt, not with anger, especially not with hate, but with love. Because the more you look at those monsters with love, the more they cannot be around you. They cannot survive. They cannot exist. So I encourage all of you guys, even if you're scared and you're shaking and you're trembling, face those monsters. Face those fears. And in the most loving way. And I hope when you do overcome them, and once this season is over, you can look back and not only smile, but laugh and be like, my gosh, why was I ever scared of that? So we can have a much happier, much joyful, more loving journey and experience throughout all of this. And also, talk to me in the comments. What is one fear that you are facing in this spooky season? And what is one way you are overcoming that fear with love? I would love to know. Honestly. I hope you enjoyed my little spooky scary... Where's my book? I hope you enjoyed facing fear and finding love. Alrighty, and now for the love letter portion. Yay! like I said, I always pick 2 people out of here and show them some love, okay? Alright. Okay. Who is it? You tell me. Who is it? Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, I got Miss Level Up Stress Down. Miss Nia. Ooh, girl. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, Nia, ooh, I am over the moon right now. Oh my gosh. It is hard to explain how much I love you, girl. Oh my gosh. Like, if I can physically explain it, I had this right here. And it's a little bee my husband gave me a long time ago. But if this was you, Nia, this is Nia, this is me. Oh my gosh. I love you, girl. I'll keep that little bee right here, okay? Oh, Nia. My love letter to you. Oh, goodness. My love letter to you is a thank you of kindness. People used to tell me, Felicia, you're some type of empath. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I mean, I feel empathy. I hope everyone feels empathy. Never truly understand what that meant. And it wasn't until I started doing the love letter series that I think I know. I feel things from people, and who knows, they may be true, they may be not, but I have a strong feeling, a strong connection to people that are on a path. And it could be any type of path, honestly. But what I feel from you, Nia, is pure kindness. And a kindness that I don't know how to explain. When I see your videos, and I remember seeing your first video and how just nervous you were. I felt that nervousness too in my first video. Just knowing that you have a message. You have a powerful statement, a powerful truth to put out in this world. And you did that. As more videos kept going on, and I kept seeing you, I kept feeling you. When I tell you, Nia, I could cry from how delicate your soul really is. You have such a delicate soul. Your kindness is something that should be cherished. Sorry, this is Nia. So sorry I didn't put that in earlier. This is Nia. She is so sweet, so caring, so considerate, all wrapped in one. She's a beautiful person. And when I was watching your video, I'll put the video on the screen too, of your weight loss journey, I did connect with the emotional eating. When you spoke in that video, I didn't feel like you were just speaking to me. I felt like you were speaking through me. I felt like you were in me, saying this out loud. A lot of us, or some of us, I should say, struggle with emotional eating, and it's a lot different from just, I love food. This is something that our emotions are tied into. And on top of that, the comfort eating. I know what that's like. To live in that vicious cycle of eating this, feeling guilty, I need comfort, eat some more, feel bad again, I need to feel good. Now I'm bored, where's the food? Now I'm happy, where's the food? You lived through that every single day, and it was like you were here living through that every single day, because that's what I lived through too. But the one thing I will very much commend you on And speaking of the topic of fear, is that Nia, she has been on Wegovy and she's been on Zepbound. She's also had the weight loss surgery. And I know a lot of people in this community, our biggest fear, what drove us to this medication, was the weight loss surgery. We were too scared to get it. Our fear of, I don't know if I could do this. It's too much. It's too extreme. But you, Nia, you had that love within yourself, that bravery that I was talking about earlier, to stand up and be like, no, I cannot live my life in the threes anymore. I have to do something now. You did not have that fear, but you had that love within yourself, and it's a love that people may not understand. But you did it. You've done everything to lose it. And you even told yourself along the way that, yes, I did this and maybe I need more help. Most people would stop and be like, look, if I've plateaued and it is what it is. But no, Nia, you love yourself so much. You took another leap many people wouldn't even do. And that was to take these medications. You started off with Wegovy. And when that didn't work, you didn't let fear stand in your way. No. You said, let me try something else. Let me not give up on me. Because like you said in that other video, you did this for yourself. It may have been a silly reason of like, I wanted to go on a roller coaster and fit in the rides. But you wanted to live again. You wanted to be present in the moment. And with that, you gain the courage and gain the bravery, where most people would have stopped, Nia. You kept going. And I'm so happy you did. It is beautiful to witness. It is beautiful to see your spirit on the screen. When I tell you, I see your kindness. I feel your kindness. Your kindness is something that's so strong. It's almost overwhelming. You are a delicate soul in this world. Your soul in this world, in this real scary, terrifying, and evil world. I used to pray. And people used to tell me, Felicia, you're so naive. There are really no good people like that out there anymore. Your little empathic heart is going to get broken one day from all of the bad people are capable of. And I used to pray, where are all the good people? Where are all the sensitive souls like me? The really kind and genuine souls, where are they? But Nia, you're here. You're right here. You're here and you exist, and it's so beautiful. When I tell you these tears truly aren't sadness. These tears are somebody on the outside looking at you, Nia, and seeing that you are maybe the last of those good people. The last of that gentle soul. It's beautiful, Nia. Your kindness, it radiates. It fills up this world. And you once said in that video, and it really resonated with me because it's something that I had felt for what it felt like for generations. What I had felt is that, how am I going to give love? How can I fill someone else's cup when mine's is empty? I got nothing to give. I could see you lived your life with giving to everybody else. And you said in your video, being hidden by your weight, having the fear of just what has became of all the weight, and secluding yourself in the home. And I know what that's like, to be scared to go out, to be hidden like a hermit in their house, being bound in your own home, and only having to worry about the children, your husband, your family, and you're just screaming on the inside, I want to live. I want to live my life. I love you guys. I love the people I take care of. I love my family. I love everybody. But I want to live my life and not be bound and held down by this fear I have that this weight has given me. You chose that love that I preach about on here all the time. You chose to love yourself. We're in stages that people would have given up on a long time ago. You chose to rise up against that fear. You chose yourself. And it's beautiful to witness. And I'm so happy, as nervous as you were to start all of this in your channel, that you had the courage that love gave you to be here to share your truth. I love it, Mia. And I want to thank you for having that kindness, for having that courage to be here so we can all witness you. Witness you in all of your glory. Because you truly are glorious, my dear. And with that, I will give you your flowers. 1 second. Okay, Miss Nia, Miss Level Up Stress Down. These are yours, my dear. A whole bouquet, girly, just for you. I want to thank you for being that kind soul, being that beautiful, delicate person, showing me that for one, I am not alone. And I am so blessed and thankful and grateful to even know you exist. I am truly blessed for that. And from one kind soul to another, these are yours. Thank you. Another very beautiful, beautiful thing about these flowers, the reason why they are so special, they were gifted to me from Miss Beautiful Hargerina Net. Now, I told her, thank you so much that you gave me my flowers. The love she gave to me in these flowers, I am going to give to whoever else I pull out of this box, so we can share all of the love and all of the flowers. So this is for me and also for Miss Hargerine. Ah, I think that's so beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Mia, so much. So next in my box. Okay. Who is it? You tell me. Oh, Mr. Bound and Me. Hey. Hello, Mr. Bound and Me. If you guys don't know, Bound and Me, right here. Sorry, before anything else, this is Bound and Me. He is on his own weight loss journey using Zepbound. He is a really good guy, a really great guy. But you are in my box, Mr. Bound and Me, because do you guys want to know something? The first person to ever give me a shout out, to ever show me love in that type of way, Mr. Bound and Me. I know, this is way before I even thought about starting a channel. This is way before, I don't even think he knows I have a channel now. But this is way before, when I was just a supporter, when I was just seeing people. I remember seeing him and his video popped up. I was in a car dealership and I was just waiting, you know, the paperwork and whatnot, and I seen him and I was like, oh, this is amazing. Another man on this journey, another, you know, that male point of view, and I cherish it. I respect it so much. Like my dad, you know, being on a GLP-1 too, is like any man that I find on here, you know, I send him those videos just so that he can relate too. One day out of the blue, he made a video, and it was just like an update video, and he was like giving his flowers to people and in his own way. When I tell you, I saw my face, I'll put it here. I saw my face pop up on a screen for the first time. I was like, oh my gosh, oh, it's me, but like, whoa, like, I was so overwhelmed. I was like, oh my goodness, I was just sitting here supporting you, and I had no idea that like, that somebody could see us little supporters in the comments, or just recognize us. Seeing my face on the screen for the first time kind of got me over that fear of, hey, as scary as I thought that would be, here I am, and no one's saying anything bad, and nobody's, you know, has anything weird to say. Like, this is kind of cool. And I thank you for that. I do. I truly, I thank you for just recognizing me, just putting me out there, just to say thank you. And I remember in your videos, you say you want to quit your job and you want to do YouTube. And if that is your truth, then I will support you. I will believe in you that you can do this, that you can. Leave it all behind. If this is your passion, if this is your truth, I'm here. I'm here all day. And I do that because you supported me, and I'll always support you. So thank you. Thank you, Bound in Me, for showing me that love. Oh my gosh. Also, what I think is so cute, oh my gosh, what I think is adorable is, I'll put it right here. He has a little little mascot, and it's a cute little lady who's like, I think she's holding a shot or so. I'm so sorry if I don't remember, if I'm saying false information, but so cute. My goodness, that is his wife. This man loved his wife so much, he made a little mascot, a little caricature, like, I can't say that word, little character of her. I love love so much, you don't understand. I thought that was adorable. That is everything. Look at her, she is so cute. So yeah, I just wanted to put that, I thought that was adorable. And for you, Mr. Bound and Me, I will too give you your flowers. You also get this bouquet. Why? Because we are spreading love in this channel, Mr. Bound and Me. We are spreading it around like the little bees that made these flowers, pollinated through thousands and thousands of miles for each one of these to bloom. These flowers don't only come from me, they come from Harjareen, and they come from the entire community that is supporting you to make your dreams come true. Yes, I love that. I love that for all of us. Yes. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for being here. And I always say in all my videos, don't ever forget to pollinate this world with love, joy, and kindness. Always, always choose kindness. Words alone can truly make somebody's day. I love you. Bye.